Hi everyone, I hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to my channel. I am your favorite YouTuber and your favorite person overall. Today I'm going to be talking about Evil Eye. But before I get into it, you are more than welcome to subscribe. On this channel I talk about all things self-development. So if that sounds good to you, I would love to have you here. In 2019, I was spending the day with one of my really good friends and she brought up this really interesting question. She asked me, Rita, do you believe in Evil Eye? As an Egyptian and Lebanese woman, my family would always be talking about Evil Eye and how much you need to keep an eye out for it. Gotta keep an eye out for it like you gotta keep an eye out for Selena. And I never really thought about it for a couple of years just because I was really into the law of attraction, and I believed, and I still believe, that if you focus on the good, the positive, then the positive will attract back to you. But that question really got me thinking, and something started to happen. I really started to question if that really is a thing, because I really love my family, I respect my family and my Russian heritage, and I thought, hey, if they believe it, what if it is true? And it actually started to affect me. I started hiding things from people because I didn't want them to put the evil eye on me. After she asked me that question, it felt like I took this thing into my reality, because before I would be sharing everything and knowing that I am always protected. Now I would start feeling very paranoid and superstitious speaking about my accomplishments, and it felt like every time I started saying something positive about my life, it would feel like people would be evil-eyeing me. Now, at the same time, I am very respectful of my Russian culture and the fact that a lot of other countries really wholeheartedly believe in evil eye. There are so many of those blue evil eye symbols that you see all over the place, all over Instagram, phone cases, keychains. Many people put it in their bio. It is a very big thing, and that started to really affect me. And because I assumed it in my reality, that's exactly what I got. And then I got into the law of assumption in 2020. Shout out to Roxy Talks. I didn't even know it was law of assumption back then, but it was, and then I really got into it in 2022. Besides the point, I realized that by labeling it evil eye and saying, this is my reality now, whenever I say something positive, people are going to hex me, they're going to curse me unintentionally or intentionally, and I can't tell anyone my business because people are going to do something bad, essentially. But at the end of the day, you are giving them that power. After getting into the law of assumption, I realized that that's a whole bunch of bullshit, because it is whatever you say it is. If you give them that power, if you make that your reality, yes, evil eye does exist. But if you say evil eye does not exist, it doesn't exist. It's all bull. You are giving people that power. In my belief, I don't think evil eye exists at all. I'm not saying use the law of assumption to completely eradicate evil eye. I think that it is the opposite, because it is such a huge thing in so many cultures, including Russia. People have made it into this big thing and they've made it into their reality. I believe it is my assumption that no one can give me the evil eye. I can literally tell them the best thing that has ever happened into my life in full detail. I can go on and on and on and on about it on Instagram, and no one can do a single damn thing, because I'm not gonna give you that mother effing power. I saw this other TikTok that, you know, people give you a compliment, and by you saying thank you, that you are giving them the permission to give you evil eye. I think that these things are outrageous, and it is really scary, because if you don't know about the law of assumption, you can make that into your assumption accidentally, and then you will curse yourself, because it is your assumption that whenever someone compliments you, you will be cursed. That's a freaking scary thought to have. When you assume that no one can hurt you, you can literally do anything and everything and you will be protected and no one is cursing you, then that is going to be your reality. And it's been night and day. before the law of assumption, when I got asked that question and it really messed with my head, yes, it felt like whenever I posted on Instagram or said anything positive, it felt like people were evil eyeing me. But the reality of the situation is I got so paranoid that I manifested that into my reality. Because before, I wasn't even thinking of evil eyeing, and I posted whatever I wanted, and I was never cursed or hecked. Nothing like that ever happened to me. So I suggest save yourself the hassle and the labor and assume that evil eye does not exist, because it doesn't. So many people in the world post whatever they want without knowing or caring or believing in evil eye, and they get away with everything that they want, because that's the truth. You can post whatever you want. No one has that power over you. People can't do shit. And then there are others that put their, Instagram stories on private and put that little evil eye thing in their bio, and something still happens to them because they are still scared and they still have that assumption. They're still operating out of fear and they don't say anything, and then somehow, some way, something like that happens because their assumption is that if I share something, someone out there, anyone, whoever, will evil eye me, and I'm not giving anyone that power. No one can touch me, bitch.